Welcome everyone to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is a live YouTube vidcast by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans, and apparently I'm going through puberty. About fucking time. Anyways, welcome back to our episode review. Today we're going to be discussing The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 7, Battle Scars.
What was that show?
I finally...
What?
Huh? No, go ahead.
I was going to say, what was that show where they're like, my balls are dropping? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Ah, yes.
Oh, with Steve Martin. God, that was good. My balls are dropping, and he was playing Rupert. Anyway, it was fine.
It's so funny to think, like, a complete aside, people, but this is important shit we need to talk about. It's so funny to think, like, he was like wholesome and like that was like family friendly comedy. If you look at any of his movies from like the 80s and 90s, he'd be fucking canceled.
Yeah. I think every like comedy based action or drama film would not be able to be made today that was done in the 80s and 90s. There's just no way. There's always going to be one off-colored comment or joke or something that someone's going to find some reason to become upset over and try to squash it from existing.
Mm-hmm. I know I've pissed some people off saying that I was born a poor black child. It doesn't go over too well sometimes.
Okay, so I want to jump on that because when I was a little kid, my mom got me a picture, like a storybook called Little Black Sambu. And it was the greatest. Have you heard this? Have you read this?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good children's book. If you don't own this children's book and you have a child, buy it for him. Little Black Sambu. But it's basically about this little black African child who tricks he wants pancakes or something like that. It's been a while. And he tricks this tiger to run in a circle after his own tail and melt down into like, I think it's like syrup or something. But it's just this little black baby. And so I grew up reading Little Black Sambu, wanting to be a little black baby. And now you're telling me you do too?
No, I don't want to. That's just how I was raised.
Okay.
That's funny as shit.
We're two little black boys.
My stepmom's black. It counts.
And this will be our last show ever.
It is. And we're fucking canceled.
Initial thoughts. What do you think?
Holy shit, this was fun.
It was fun.
This was exactly what I've been hoping for, like, since the beginning.
We've been talking about this.
Everything. Yeah.
For so many episodes. It's nice to know that Disney's listening to us.
Right, because we are their target demographic.
They'll probably skip over the Little Black Sambu part of it. But other than that, I think they listen.
Whatever. 2 out of 3. We'll just call it 2 out of 3.
Yeah, no, my initial thoughts were, thank you, finally, and yes, I appreciate it. I feel like these are getting shorter and shorter.
It does feel like it.
It doesn't feel like there's any B stories anymore. Ever since the first episode, I guess, maybe.
Right.
But everything is so simplistic, and everything is just like cut and dry, get A to B to C, done. I want a little bit more depth, but anyway, that was just my initial thoughts. We'll get into it.
Mm-hmm.
This was directed by Saul Ruiz, which I think directed our least favorite episode, if memory serves. The name sounds familiar.
That sounds about right.
Written by Jennifer Corbett, released on June 11th, 2021 on Disney Plus, of course. Let's do a walkthrough. You want to lead us through here?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a fun little opening. They're getting blasted by some pirates. No idea why.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Wrecker has to fuck shit up, and he doesn't bother to lock in the creature that they captured all the way, so then he gets attacked by it. Which, I mean, come on, it's a lizard armadillo thing. Like, how much damage can it do?
Yeah.
I mean, you might get rabies if you eat it, but then whatever.
That's too complex to add to this show.
It's way too complex. Yeah.
You might lose the end of your finger, but that's the worst it'll get.
Yeah, probably. And I mean, fuck, he's already lost half his face, so it doesn't really matter. What's one more scar?
But we've never addressed the fact that he looks like half of a Freddy Krueger.
He totally does. Like, his ear is straight up like Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
Like Freddy Krueger ear. I fucking love it. I think that's how they're trying to get us. Oh, in this episode especially,
like the older demo with Freddy references.
I mean, I'm fucking sold. Like, I am easy as shit to please.
Yeah.
You give me a hockey mask or some pedophile with some razor
Holy
fingers,
shit!
like, I'm sold.
That was a Freddy reference for all of you people out there who don't know.
If people don't know who Freddy Krueger is and that he was a pedophile, they're dumb. I'm going on record as saying it.
This
Period.
is our last episode ever.
Maybe.
I got pedophile in my
I'm just coming
eye.
out swinging today. Yeah. So, anyways, they touch down, and they complete their
Pedophile
mission.
reference.
Hooray! And then they realize, oh, hey, that giant box of credits that you have in front of you, we're getting 3. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And that's when Sid's like, hey guys, this shit ain't free. Like, you're doing shit for me, but you're paying off a debt. You got your docking fees, you got your fuel, you got your boarding, your food, your fucking popcorn rations.
Lots of popcorn going down.
The fuck is popcorn rations? But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite parts.
And then they did that cut to comedic scene with Wrecker and Omega with the popcorn.
I have never related to a character more than that. That is literally why I work. I mean, oh yeah, bills, keep a roof over my head. No, I keep a constant supply of popcorn.
Popcorn.
That's everything I need in life is popcorn and maybe some booze to go with it. So I get it. I understand completely.
Oh, put it on Sid's tab. Yeah.
That's got to be some good ass popcorn if they're charging that much. It was like $14 for like a little thing. I mean, come on.
I mean, those kernels were huge though. Those weren't just like movie popcorn sized kernels. Those were like beefy.
Yeah, and they look too.
Yeah. I actually really appreciated the fact that they leaned into there's a ritual that these two enjoy together to endear themselves to each other. You know, these are two friends that do the same thing after every mission, and that is just their ritual that they go to. I really like that.
Yeah, that's 100% relatable. Like, that's, I mean, that's just what people do. Like, rituals like that just help get you out of that mind.
Yeah. Like, I have a ritual where after I poop, I wipe my butt every time. Like, it's clockwork. I've missed it a couple times, but it wasn't my fault. But usually, I'm like 87% of the time, I always wipe. That's my ritual.
I'll have to try that sometime. I'm fucking
this is
Rockefeller.
The best episode we've ever done. Man, we've shoehorned pedophiles, popcorn love, pooping. Oh man, what else? And Little Black Sambu.
We are going to just like skyrocket. We're going to be like top of the fucking list on YouTube now. Like trending. YouTube is going to sponsor us. That's great.
Yeah. Next week you can find us on Twitch. All right. So what next? Because there's this curious, creepy person in a cloak in the corner of the. I don't know. Is that a bar? Is it like a lounge? Is it a pool hall? What is it?
I kind of guess a seedy pool hall because there's always random games.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, who could this mysterious character be? None of us could have guessed at all.
I honestly was surprised that they brought him in, though. I thought they would have to search him out or seek him out, not that he would come to them.
Oh, honestly, that's kind of what I figured would happen as well. But as soon as I saw the dude in the cloak and, he had armor, it's like, oh, okay, cool. We got Rex.
Dude, I thought, honestly, like the first time I saw that cloak, I was like, Crossfire. He's finally caught up with him. We're finally going to get...
Way too beefy for Crossfire.
Yeah, it was. And it didn't happen. But we got some good stuff later on. So Captain Rex shows up and he's like, hey, we sound alike. What's this? Huh? There's that. I want that to be like a joke that someone brings up at some point.
Right. How has that not happened?
Maybe it has in Clone Wars and we just forgot because that was like 8 years.
I think we would remember that because that shit's funny.
It's weird. Do you want to continue?
Yeah. So anyways,
you want me to?
They meet up with Rex and he's like, hey, cool. How'd you guys get out of this? They're like, hey, we haven't got it out. We still got our chips because we're weird clones. So it doesn't affect us. It's fine. And then, of course, that's when Wrecker starts getting a headache and Rex starts reaching for his blaster.
I really liked that reaction, though.
That was the exact reaction he should have had.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's his mission.
So
like,
good.
As soon as he got that chip out, was taking care of his brothers, like getting rid of that shit because he saw what happened.
Yeah, I so love that so much because it not only does it connect with everything else, and yeah, it's like why wouldn't they do that? But then sometimes they just forget apparently when they're writing these stories out. So it's nice to see that they connected with the previous Clone Wars storylines, but also that he doesn't trust them at all. If you've got a chip, I can't trust you. I will put you down. And even Hunter was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, dude, chill out. We're cool. We're
It's
good.
pretty tense.
We have the same voice. We're brothers. Don't kill me."
Right.
I love that so much.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was so good. And then, of course, that's when he's like, all right, well, you guys don't have your shit out. I know just the place. Let's kick rocks. We'll go get you taken care of. And that was one of the coolest fucking parts of this episode was when they get to that graveyard.
Yeah,
because like
Scrapper Guild world.
We've seen it before, but it's never, ever disappointing. Just like the magnitude of what the war is, because of course we get that in the movies, like we see shit get blown up and all that, but we don't actually see the aftermath. So that's just beautiful to see. Honestly, it reminded me a lot of the beginning of Fallen Order, which
awesome. Absolutely. Well, I loved as it was going into, I think it was Braca, right? Whatever the planet was, I can't remember now, but as it was moving into the planet, it was Braca, and it saw all the starships and stuff, I was like, we're gonna get a shot of Cal. Like just a quick little shot, but we're going to see Cal for sure. So I was looking at all the little corners of every little freaking, because he was part of the Scrapper Guild. Like that's what he did. But no.
Yeah,
too much
I didn't think it would happen, but God, it would have been so cool to see.
Thought it was going to happen. And then in my head, I was like, okay, he does voiceover work for the video game. He's traditionally an actor, but he could do voiceover work. If he shows up in this, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Right.
Because that would be awesome. But no, it didn't.
That's okay. They were thinking, all right, it's a slow stroke instead of just and then explode everywhere. Because really, like, we're getting Rex being a badass. They're telling us, hey, this is the episode where Wrecker's going to lose his shit. So they couldn't do that one extra thing. Like, because then, I mean, we wouldn't make it through the rest of the episode.
It's true. Yeah.
Gotta pace
and then what are
yourself.
they going to do next? Like, I'm in my refractory period. I don't want to watch anything else.
Right? Just cuddle and give me a beer.
I need popcorn to make my way through this. Yeah. As soon as they got in and we knew they were hunting for, some sort of working medical bay, it was all just A to B to C. Like, we knew exactly where they were going. I wasn't convinced that they were going to do the Wrecker thing that we've been asking for.
Same.
I really didn't think it was going to happen. So, I mean, at that point, there weren't like massive stakes, but it was still enough to go, okay, you guys are nodding. Like, okay, we understand, you guys wanted to see this. Here you go. So I liked that. So Wrecker pretty much succumbs to the chip for a period of time, and he fucks up everyone.
Yes, he
everyone. Like Rex, Hunter, whoever that guy with the bolt on his head is. I don't know the other names.
That's Echo.
Of course, I know that. I was just testing you.
Okay. I knew that. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah. That blew me away. Like, I didn't think that he was going to be that badass. I mean, we opened the whole show with him pushing 2 tanks off a cliff. But still, in the back of my head, I was like, oh, his friends could take him.
Yeah, no, and it's a complete switch too. Like it shows how in depth that chip is and like how much control it takes, because he goes from being to just straight up like a killing machine. Like all ounces of his personality are gone. Like even the nuances in how he talks, it's just straight up like he is every clone as soon as that chip gets the signal. So that was pretty fucking intense.
So can we take a bit of a lore step back a little bit, because I do think it's strange that this has never occurred before now. Like, it seems like if they were capable of going back to like factory standard, I mean, their whole premise is that they were fucked up in the process, and that's why they're so different. They're the Bad Batch. So why is it that they have a standard that they could then revert to? If they were born out of malfunction or error, why is there even a functioning chip in their head in the first place? Like, that doesn't mesh with me.
never really considered that.
Just thought it was weird. Is all. I still enjoyed it, but it was just like, wait, what? How could he go back to normal? Is that just like, could they all just do that? And then why didn't the Empire fix all of the aberrant clones that way by activating their chip? Wouldn't you always have that setting on? Like,
we kind of saw that though with Crossfire. Like that's how they got Crossfire was they intensified the chip.
But wasn't the explanation for that he wasn't one of the aberrant ones? He was like a tack-on?
No.
Okay.
No, he was. He just wasn't as mutated as them, so it was easier to find his specific signal and strengthen it so that it triggered.
Yeah. Sounds like plot holes to me. But,
right, bastards.
Okay. How dare they? How could they? Yeah, but I really enjoyed the turning moment, especially like not only did I enjoy watching him kick the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
But like hunting down Omega, I was worried for her. I thought he was gonna hurt her. I really did. And it's always that same moment you see in every film where it's any character turns against the other that they traditionally, care for. No, it's me. It's your friend. Please don't hurt me. I was just like, just hit her once. just hit her with just one smack or a backhand or a piece of metal or just hurt her once. Just give me some stakes. We didn't get it, but it was okay. I still liked it.
Well, we also didn't get the her defending herself, which that one I don't quite get because she's seen him take blaster bolts.
Yeah.
Like numerous blaster bolts and be fine. She could have nicked him in the leg.
Yeah. I thought we were going to see her exercise some force powers or something.
Ooh.
Like I really thought, okay, she's up against a wall. She will die. He just beat his whole team. She's just a little kid. He's going to crush her. She's going to do like a Grogu. Just like a...
That would have been pretty sweet.
That would have been badass. But there was nothing. She was just like scared little girl.
Right.
Which of course you would be.
Her blaster.
Yeah. I just thought that, I don't know, this was the moment to tell us whether she was normal or not. And I feel like they did. And I was disappointed. I was like, okay, well, if she is normal and there's nothing like to trigger inside of her, why did they make her? What's the point of her? Like, what is the real, is it just to have a little kid to connect with the other kids watching this? Like, is that the real reason she's there?
That's my guess.
Because that's shitty. That's just normal. I expect more out of Filoni. I want a force sensitive something. She doesn't have to use it all the time. Just, when she's about to be crushed by Wrecker, give me like a little something.
Just like that.
I don't know. Maybe it's the wine talking. What did you think? Were you okay with it? You're just like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, and it ended great. Yeah. Like the way that it ends, everybody gets their chips taken out. Yeah. Wrecker's fine. We all know they're going to be fine. And then Rex is like, all right, well, deuces, bitches. I got some shit I got to do. I got to go meet this mysterious character that's totally not going to be Saw Gerrera.
You think it's Saw? I thought it was Ahsoka.
No, man. I think it's going to be Saw.
No way.
Yeah. I really think it's going to be. At least I'm hoping. Because he was talking about new factions coming around to, fight the
That's true.
Empire. So
that's true. Okay.
That's kind of what I'm guessing.
Okay.
Because, I mean, of course, we're really hard with the timelines right now.
Yeah.
Like, after Disney got rid of everything, like, we have no clue when everything takes place. I mean, we know this isn't Fulcrum Ahsoka.
No.
Because that's not for another, 16 years.
Yeah.
But... yeah, I don't know. I think it's really going to be Saw Gerrera because why the fuck else are we seeing his encampment at the beginning of this season if they're not going to bring him in?
Right.
Plus, I think there's already confirmation he's going to be in this season. So.
Oh, really? I'm pretty sure. Source.
Yeah. So, yeah, all in all, I thought it was an excellent episode. It's what I have been wanting since the season started. Like the first episode was strong, second episode was like, meh, and then it just went. So it's nice to see them pick it up.
It was really, it seems like a very logical place that they have to go because the question was, as soon as they saw them switch over and Omega told them about the chip, Why the fuck didn't you take the chips out? Why would you leave it in? It doesn't make any sense. You see Wrecker being affected by it. Why wouldn't you do this? And so it took some outside party, some, Rex from all of the fans of the Clone Wars to be like, yeah, it's our guy. Woohoo! And he saves them. Okay, that's a fan service moment. I love him too. But, yeah, that kind of should have done that a while ago. I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like Tech had been working on some sort of apparatus to figure out where it was this whole time, but all his work was basically for naught.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of got it at the end, like right before they went to the machine, but it's like, why did you have him dicking with it this whole time if it wasn't going to happen until they actually removed it?
Right. Either way, we've been asking for it and they gave it to us, so here,
Totally
that's
did.
Awesome.
Totally fucking excited.
What was your favorite moment of this film? This
man. I really love the opening part of going to the graveyard. Like I said, that's one thing that I can never get enough of. Just the sheer magnitude of the destruction. Like, it was so fucking cool to see.
Mine was definitely the looming presence of Wrecker over Omega. I was just like, oh shit, I'm so worried about you, kid. Like, duck or something.
Well, and he got they really accentuated all his scars and shit too. Like, he was shot like a horror movie creature.
Yeah. Which I appreciate. I immediately started thinking of the horror movie element of it. And I was like, Cameron's going to love this. Like, this is our jam.
Absolutely.
This is what we love.
Yep.
So I love it when they bring it in. Least favorite moment?
Let's see. I had it written down because I had a couple little bitch fits. So, Omega being an asshole. Like, I think that's the one that really bothered me the most. Because, like, oh no, I'm going to be alone if you guys leave. What the fuck? As she's standing next to Captain Rex.
Right.
Like, you're not going to be alone if these guys go off to do something without you. You're fucking fine.
Yeah.
Like, you can go with this other clone that's your brother.
He's like a war hero right here.
Yeah, he's literally going to be the savior of the Bad Batch. And you're just like, fuck this guy. Fuck you, Omega.
Who's Rexy Poo over here?
Yeah.
At least she didn't say a cheesy name like that.
Oh, Christ. I would have turned it off right then and there.
Anyone know what's up with T-Rex over here?
Oh, God. Oh, God, I could have seen it, too. Especially because she was like, oh, you're Gen 1. Oh, you're fucking old.
You're
yeah,
old
like,
school.
we get that illusion, or she's, like, almost alluding to the fact that she's force sensitive. Yeah. And then she's like, oh, no, I can just tell you're old because you're fucking wrinkles. Yeah. Fuck you, kid. Come on.
That's some ageist shit right there.
This is a war veteran. He has been in the Clone Wars from day one. Fuck. Show some respect.
You got a little bit of crow's feet right here. You must be Gen 1, old man.
You're such a little shithead.
Fucking crypt keeper over here. Someone tell T-Rex he should be extinct, am I right?
I think we're just going to have to start calling him that
now. Hopes for future episodes.
Shit. I mean, honestly, we already got what I thought was, going to be the penultimate episode with Wrecker actually snapping. So I don't know. Like, I'd like to see them get off planet. I mean, I understand they're there to kind of carry their debt because they fucked up that one mission. But yeah, I'd like to see him meet up with Rex again to see them maybe become a part of like Saw's faction.
Yeah. Well, it ended with the Scrapper Guild alerting someone that they were there.
That's true.
So do you think Fennec Shand or do you think the Empire and Crossfire?
I would almost imagine it'd be Fennec Shand just because we already know she has lookouts all throughout the galaxy. So
I think it's gonna be both.
Ooh,
I think we're gonna have to see a team up of an enemy versus my enemy situation of the Bad Batch with Fennec Shand fighting against the Empire and Crossfire.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Like, that's my hope for maybe not the next episode, but that's where we're leading. I'm hoping. Mm-hmm. Because Fennec Shand, she's not a horrible person. She's just, she's not like the Empire where they will commit genocide. Like, she's just after, trying to make a buck. That's it. And so,
bounty hunter.
Yeah. So I think they're definitely going to team up, which is also a nice little echo of her later with Boba Fett in The Mandalorian, which we've seen. So I don't know. That's where I think it's heading. I hope.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Hope. And I want Omega to be Force sensitive. I'm tired of this playing games already. Like, why is she made? Why does she exist at all?
She's pointless.
They made her for a reason. She's an aberrant to every other person, so every other clone out there. We need a reason, and I want to know what it is. Damn it.
Yeah, if it just ends up being like so little kids can relate to this show, I'll be pissed.
That's a bullshit reason, man.
Yeah, especially because they know this show is for grown-ass men.
Yeah.
Not kids.
Yeah.
Fuck kids.
They pretend by adding little kids into it, but we all know. Everyone watching this knows. There are no kids doing reviews of this series. No. I guarantee it. It is all old men. Late 30s, early 50s in that demo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every single one. All right. Anything else you wanted to touch on? That's all I had.
Nah, we got it.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in, both live and in chat or after the fact. We invite you to subscribe to this channel, click the bell to get notified about our next video, and until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, may the Force be with you.
Best part of the mission.